Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Intuitive Angling. I really appreciate you guys making some time out of your busy days to watch the video. And today I'm going to show you guys what is my favorite mid-April flipping pitching bait as far as creature baits go to catch bass this time of year. We're sort of right in the middle of it. I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to show you the colors I fish, and I'm going to show you guys how I rig it with which hook. Talk a little bit about where and when I fish it and that type of stuff. Real quick, just a couple quick plugs here. Just wanted to remind you guys, if you hadn't had a chance, go to solarbat.com, check out the new Randy Blockett 2 model Solarbat sunglasses. These are the new glasses we just came out with a few months ago. They were out of stock for a couple months due to popular demand. Got them back in. I'll include the Solarbat link in the description. I can't say enough about these guys. Just try them on. You guys will absolutely love them. Comes in a wide range of lens colors for all different conditions. And also, if you guys are interested in any of these baits that I'm talking about here today, you can get every one of them at Bait Works in Springfield, Missouri. I'll include the link in the description, and that's a great way to help the channel out if you'd like to do that. Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about this favorite pitching and flipping bait that I like to use. I'm going to get the hook out here, show you guys how I like to rig it up a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys right off the bat what it is. This is the Zoom Z Craw, and I'm going to explain to you why it's my favorite flipping bait and why I like to use it. And I've got a brand new hook here. Let me show you guys that Gamakatsu came out with. This is, I can't believe this hook. This thing is so freaking awesome. I'm going to show you guys a little bit about that also with it. So anyway, talk about the Z Craw here. This bait right here, you know, in my opinion, Andy Morgan is one of the top flippers and pitchers in the entire world, and this is one of his favorite baits. In fact, the success Andy had with the Z Craw got me using it quite a bit. It got me a lot of confidence in it. Not only is it a great flipping and pitching bait, but it's also a great bait to use for a swim jig. The tails on it, it's just, you know, got awesome action with it. It's like it has a good combination of finesse, yet it moves a lot of water. Very realistic. It's just a great trailer to use, you know, on a swim jig. And also the white color, I've caught a lot of fish on a spinnerbait with it. But I want to talk a little bit about the colors here. I'm going to show you guys, let me turn the camera around. I'm going to show you guys my color selection. Okay guys, I've got 4 different colors of the Z Craws here, and I've had a chance to use all the colors, but I'm settled. These are the only 4 that I use. I found that every situation that I get into, these 4 will take advantage of it. So the first one I like is the black sapphire. This is a black, it's got some blue on it here. Excellent color in stained water. If I'm fishing water visibility that is like, say, you know, under 1.5 feet, this is what I'm using a lot. Or if it's like real dark and rainy, overcast skies, I like that too. But this is a really good dirty water color. Next one, this is the watermelon red flake. This is my choice for probably the clearest water environments. If I get in a situation where that water visibility is like over 3 or 4 feet, I go to the watermelon red. It's sort of a translucent look. Get a lot of bites on that color in clear water or bright sunny days. This one right here is my workhorse. This is just the old standby green pumpkin. You can't go wrong with it. Works in a wide range of water clarities. I usually dip the tails a little bit of chartreuse or orange in them, but this thing will catch fish in 8 inches of visibility or 8 foot of visibility. It's a good all-around color. And finally, one of my favorites is the watermelon candy, guys. This right here is an awesome color. If the water visibility is like 1.5 to 3 feet, I like the watermelon candy. The flake in it gives it a nice flash in the water. It's subtle yet it stands out. So these are the 4 colors that I use right here all the time. Okay guys, the hook is really critical as far as when you're flipping and pitching this. I've experimented with every hook that you can try, and you know, I work with Gamakatsu. I've tried all their hooks. They just came out with this brand new G-Finesse punching and flipping hook. This is a nano coated hook, which is extremely slick. It's very similar to their heavy cover flipping hook, but it's even stiffer. It's a little bit larger diameter, very stiff. It's such a good hook. It's such a stiff hook, sharp, smaller diameter. And I use straight shank all the time with this bait. I've tried the offsets, guys, and my hookup ratio is so much better with the straight shank hook. And I'm going here, this is the 3/0 right here. 3/0 G-Finesse punch flip hook here. And I think a lot of times, guys, they tend to use too big of a hook And I find that this 3/0 is just absolutely perfect. So come through about a 1/4 inch through the head, and I'll bring it all the way through to where that keeper is in it like that. And then it's got, the Z Craw has got a nice little groove in the middle. So you just basically come in that groove all the way through like that, all the way through it. And if the cover is not real thick, say if I'm pitching it around docks and stuff, I'll leave that point exposed. You can see that point is exposed there. Or pitching it around the edge of stumps, fairly clean bottoms, you never miss them like that. If it's a little bit thicker, like I'm trying to penetrate cover a little bit, I'll just move it down and I'll barely put that point back into the top of the worm. But regardless, the hook point is already through there, as you can see like that. So it comes loose real easy. The worst thing you want to do, guys, is do not hook it like this, where you just come through and just hook it right in the middle. It's like that right there. It's just hooked in the middle of the plastic. You still got all that plastic to penetrate, so come all the way through. But this G-Finesse hook on there, it's so slick, it just gives you a good hook set. Now the sinker size ranges widely. I'll use anywhere between a 1/8 ounce to a 3/4 ounce, depending upon the cover. My favorite sinker size with this is a 5/16. 5/16 size is a really good all-around size because it allows you to penetrate marginally heavy cover, like even flipping flooded bushes, flooded willow trees, docks, laydowns. It's got a nice fall rate with it. And if I go heavier or lighter, it's usually because if I go heavier, it's usually I'm penetrating deeper, thicker cover, or if it's extremely windy. And I'm going lighter if the cover is shallow. Say if I'm fishing some shallow docks, like the piling type docks that are in 2-3 feet of water, or pitching it around clean stumps or laydowns where I'm not penetrating thick cover, I'll go to a little bit lighter. But I don't like a real fast fall on this. I like a lighter sinker that just gives it enough weight to get it down where you can effectively pitch it and get the legs working. But guys, I'm telling you right there, this is a big fish bait. This is a fairly large bait. It's probably 4.5 inches long. The ribs on it gives it a large profile. There's just something about the overall profile, length and width, and the tails on it that just makes it a fish catching bait, guys. So I don't do a lot of like bait promos, but this is one that I'm going to pass along with you guys because it will work a lot, and it is my favorite bait for mid-April. Works really good right now. You're going to find we've talked a lot about it. You guys know I've been talking about the Block It Old School jig a lot, but the jig is the deal that works in the springtime of the year, right before the fish get on the beds and right after the fish get off the beds. The jig is not that good when those fish are really heavily focused on spawning. Like when that water temperature gets right around 60 degrees, there's a window of like 60 to 65 degrees that I don't do as good on a jig as I do on the soft plastic. So for me, when I see that water temperature hit 60 degrees, I go to the soft plastic like the Z Craw or Brush Hog, maybe something like that. I stay with it until that water temperature gets 65, 70 degrees. And then a lot of times I'll go back to the jig for the post spawn. And it seems like I can get bigger fish on that. But I just get more bites and also get good bites on the creature bait right now in April. So give me a try, guys. I'll put the Baitworks link in the description. They got all these colors. You can check them out there. And thanks for tuning in. And please hit that subscribe button, guys. Much appreciated. We'll see you.